Antarctica, Earth's most remote and unforgiving land, a frozen wilderness that has inspired myths, legends, and countless questions for centuries. Few have dared to explore it, and even fewer returned. Though its existence is known, much of what lies beneath the ice remains hidden, and access is tightly controlled. But why? What truths might only a select few be meant to know? Today, we journey to the southernmost reaches of the planet to uncover Antarctica's secrets, separating fact from myth. Along the way, some questions will be answered, while new ones will arise, even more intriguing than before. Welcome to the pursuit of truth. Our story begins nearly 2,000 years ago with Claudius Ptolemy, a Greek scholar whose expertise spanned astronomy, mathematics, geography, and philosophy. Immersed in the Library of Alexandria, he absorbed the knowledge of his time and left insights that shaped generations. Among his observations, one is particularly striking: a massive, unknown land in the southern reaches, called Terra Australis Incognita. How could he imagine this when the South Pole was completely unexplored? The answer lies in early science. Building on Aristotle's ideas about a spherical Earth and the need for balance at both poles, Ptolemy reasoned that if most land was in the north, a corresponding southern landmass must exist. Ancient Greeks also imagined oceans as partly enclosed by southern lands, an idea that evolved into myth and later inspired explorers. During the Age of Exploration, European sailors, with improved ships and navigation, mapped continents, coastlines, and islands, gradually revealing the world. Yet Antarctica remained a distant frozen mystery, tempting the brave and curious alike. Even today, echoes of these ancient ideas persist in myths about a flat Earth or polar walls. They remind us to question everything and seek evidence. Tools like AI can help us separate truth from fiction and uncover the real story beneath the ice. Antarctica's tale is one of curiosity, courage, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. From Ptolemy's maps to modern expeditions, this frozen continent has fascinated humanity for millennia. Every legend holds a kernel of truth, and every truth tells a story waiting to be discovered. It seemed as though the world's mysteries were slowly unfolding, until 1511, when the Ottoman admiral Piri Reis presented an extraordinary map that shook what was known. This famous chart depicted a land no one had confirmed: Antarctica, shown without its ice, as it might have looked long before freezing over. At the height of the Ottoman Empire, Piri Reis was among the Navy's most influential figures. He completed Kitab-i-Beria, a detailed guide for sailors containing maps, navigation tips, information on ports, geography, and natural phenomena, a vital resource for his era. In 1513, Piri Reis presented another map to Sultan Selim I. This one remarkably detailed, even including the coasts of the Americas. Today, we recognize this as the famous Piri Reis map, though it is only a fragment of a larger original. This piece shows Africa's Atlantic coast, the eastern edges of North and South America, and at the southern edge, a mysterious stretch of land. We now know it as Antarctica. But how could Piri Reis depict a land no one had explored without ice? Some speculate alien knowledge or lost civilizations, but the reality is simpler. Piri Reis relied on previous navigators' reports. The southern land he drew is actually Patagonia and Tierra del Fuego. Since those regions were not fully explored, he extended unknown areas southward, a common mapping practice of the time. Modern analysis confirms his depiction aligns closely with South America's east coast. Even without mysterious origins, Piri Reis's map remains a remarkable achievement, showcasing the Ottoman Empire's naval knowledge. One wonders how the world might have been different had they explored these regions before European powers. In 1531, French cartographer Rantius Phineas published a New World map, once again showing a southern land mass reminiscent of Antarctica, stretching beneath Africa and South America. Drawing from sources like Ptolemy, Columbus, and Vespucci, Phineas followed a long tradition of depicting a southern continent. What makes Phineas's map fascinating is the similarity of this southern land to Antarctica's ice-free coastline, a resemblance only confirmed centuries later with modern technology. Some suggest he drew Australia, but that seems unlikely, as Europeans explored it nearly a century later. This leaves two possibilities. Either Phineas built on cartographic tradition and coincidentally depicted Antarctica accurately, or, improbably, he truly captured the ice-free continent. Centuries later, this mystery inspired scholars and explorers, feeding legends of lost civilizations, including Plato's Atlantis. It raises enduring questions. How much did our ancestors know, and how much of what we call mystery is shaped by imagination and legend?
Charles Hapgood, born in 1904, was a Harvard-educated historian with a deep fascination for ancient maps and geology. He spent years investigating the mystery of the lost southern continent, examining sources from Greek myths to Orontius Phineas's maps, and developed a daring theory about an advanced pre-Ice Age civilization. Hapgood argued that ancient cartographers depicted coastlines with remarkable accuracy, especially what he believed was Antarctica. According to him, this civilization thrived on a temperate, ice-free continent in the southern Atlantic, reaching the Americas, Europe, and Africa, sharing knowledge across the ancient world. He linked this theory to the younger Dryas, around 12,000 years ago, suggesting that a massive catastrophe caused the entire continent to shift to its current location near the South Pole, becoming ice-covered. At the time, many scientists dismissed this idea as impossible. Yet the concept of moving continents, first proposed by Alfred Wegener in 1912, was later confirmed with plate tectonics and GPS studies decades later, showing that Earth's crust does indeed move, albeit gradually. Hapgood went further, proposing that a sudden, rapid shift of the Antarctic continent could have been triggered by extreme geological or cosmic forces, creating catastrophic destruction. While modern science views such an event as highly improbable, it remains a fascinating thought experiment about the planet's history. His work inspired legends of lost civilizations and Atlantis, fueled further by Nazi Antarctic expeditions and the U.S. high jump operation in 1947-1948, which intensified public fascination with Antarctica's mysteries. Hapgood's theories remind us that science is evolving. What seems impossible today may be understood tomorrow. Open-minded investigation, combined with careful research, continues to push humanity forward into the unknown. After centuries of myths, the mysterious southern continent was finally confirmed in 1820 when the Russian Navy officially discovered Antarctica. This marked the start of human exploration in one of Earth's harshest climates. Nations quickly competed to study and understand it. The first major expeditions were led by Admiral Richard Byrd between 1928 and 1930, who established the Little America Eye research and military base in the Ross Sea region. Americans weren't alone in their interest. Nazi Germany also sent expeditions in 1938 through 1939,
seeking natural resources like whale oil and raw materials, not mythical treasures. World War II halted these plans, but rumors persisted that some German technology and possibly high-ranking personnel were moved to Antarctic bases before ending up in South America. After the war, the United States launched a massive expedition with 4,000 soldiers and scientists. Officially, the mission focused on studying the climate, geology, and testing cold weather technology. Yet speculation arose about secret objectives. Some stories claim Admiral Byrd explored massive underground cavities, encountering advanced beings and exchanging knowledge, even engaging in conflicts. Ice core studies and geological surveys have since revealed that Antarctica was once temperate, lush, and teeming with life, possibly located closer to equatorial regions. Some researchers noted that the land beneath the ice bears surprising resemblance to Orontius Phineas's map from nearly 500 years ago. These discoveries fueled global fascination. Hapgood's theories about lost civilizations gained attention, and Antarctica became the ultimate enigma. To regulate human activity, the Antarctic Treaty was signed in 1959 by 12 nations, limiting access and preserving the continent for scientific research. Today, Antarctica remains a land of mystery, its secrets buried beneath ice and history.